Hey friends, so we are jumping back into word problems today and for the next week or so. So just to refresh your memory about what a word problem is a addition or subtraction problem that has a story with it. And so we're gonna look at word problems today, and we're gonna look at some specific parts of it. So there's kind of two different word problems. There's a word problem that involves two parts that make up a whole, so an addition problem. Myra has three pens and two markers in her coloring box. How many things in her coloring box? She has to, so in this kind of word problem, you're taking two parts, adding it together to make a whole. And then what we're going to focus on today is a word problem that has kind of an action with it. So Myra had three pens and gave two to her sister. How many does she have left? This would be a subtraction problem. So there's an action, something's happened where the numbers are changing. So we're going to be looking at more subtraction word problems today. So, before we jump in, what do we know about joining? The word joining means to put together. 3 plus 1 is 4. That would be joining numbers together. Separating, we know, is to take away. Like 4 minus 1 means you're taking away something to get a smaller number. That's what we're going to be looking at today. So, we're going to act out word problems using our 3 read strategy to help us solve our word problem. So, here's our first one. Ben had some toy cars. He went to Walmart and bought some more toy cars. How many toy cars does he have now? Now, this problem is about Ben and toy cars that he's gotten from Walmart. Now, looking down here, we have a new part of our slide. It's saying, is there an action or change happening? Are there parts that make up a whole? And we know that yes, there's two different groups of toy cars that we're going to put together to make a whole new number. The action or change that's happening is we're getting more cars, not less. So this is going to be an adding problem. Let's read it again just to make sure. Ben had some toy cars. He went to Walmart and bought some more toy cars. How many toy cars does he have now? Well, I need to find out how many toy cars he has after he goes to Walmart. So we started with a certain number, we're adding more, and we're going to end with a new number. Now let's look for the numbers in this next read through. Ben had 5 toy cars. He went to Walmart and bought 4 more toy cars. How many toy cars does he have now? So Ben started with 5, he got 4 more, and now let's see how many he has now. So are we joining or are we separating? Well, we're joining because we're taking what he Ben had and adding more to it. So we're going to get a bigger number. So the way we can act this out, oops, sorry about that, is we would move these little cubes over, but I actually don't have that ability here on my screen. So we're just going to talk through it. Okay. So if he has 5 toy cars plus 4 toy cars equals 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total toy cars. And that answers our question. How many cars does he have now? Well, he has 9 because we added 5 and 4 together. Now, let's do one more. Margie made some bracelets. Her friend bought some of them. How many bracelets does Margie have now? Well, let's look at what action or change is happening in our story. Margie had bracelets. Her friend bought them, which means she took some, and now Margie has a new number of bracelets. Well, that means that the other question is, are there parts that make up a whole? Are we putting two parts together? In this case, we're not, because Margie had some bracelets. Her friend bought some, which means she took some from Margie. Now Margie's going to have less. That means we're going to be subtracting on this one. But let me read that one more time just to make sure, to see what I need to find out. Margie made bracelets. Her friends bought some of them. How many bracelets does Margie have now? All right, so we started with some bracelets. Her friend bought some of them, and now we're going to have a smaller number. Let's check out the numbers. Margie made 10 bracelets. Her friend bought 5 of them. How many bracelets does Margie have now? So we started with 10. Her friend bought 5, so 5 went away. How many does Margie have now? So now we're going to solve this. I'm not joining numbers together, but I'm going to be separating. So I'm going to be subtracting. So we started with 10 and took 5 away. Well, I know 5 plus 5 makes 10. Let me see if that can help me solve this. 10, take away 5 would be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 5. So Margie had 10, 5 went away, and now she's left with 5 bracelets. So we've now seen a word problem that shows us adding two parts together and one that's separating parts. So we really want to listen closely to the question that they're asking.